First of all, I want to introduce Sky Brower. He's the person whose brainchild this whole thing was, and he will be emceeing the event today.
Thank you. Good morning and welcome. Everybody comfortable? This is amazing. This is really amazing. This was just an idea that we had a few months ago, in part inspired by Skepticon 4 last year. And I thought, you know, why can't we do something like that? They make it look so easy. Then we found out that there's nothing easy about it. So this is version 1.0. I hope you don't mind. We're just going to try and relax and take it easy and have a good time today. On behalf of the Arkansas Society of Freethinkers, the Arkansas Coalition of Reason, in conjunction with the United Coalition of Reason, the James Randi Educational Foundation, and the Missouri State Chapter of American Atheists, we welcome you to Reason in the Rock 2012. This is our first annual conference dedicated to the promotion of science, free thought, skepticism, and activism. We hope to make it the first of many to come. We want to make one thing very clear. This is not an anti-theist event. We are not here to bash anyone or bash any group or denigrate anyone's right to believe whatever they want to believe. In fact, that's exactly what we're for, is for freedom of belief and freedom of speech. I'd like to see a show of hands. How many of you have some background in religion? Me too, big time, right here. How many people have ever believed in ghosts or UFOs? Y'all can be excused right away. Just kidding. No, we get it. We have two former pastors here today who dedicated their entire lives to their faith and serving those in their churches. They get it. They understand what it's all about, why many people find comfort in their religious faith. But what we're here to do is not tear down any individual for what they believe. We're here to challenge archaic, irrational, unreasonable, and especially dangerous beliefs. And why? Because we live in a dangerous world in very dangerous times when the most dangerous of these beliefs threaten not only our rights, but even in the most extreme cases, our very future as a species. At the very least, there are powerful movements stifling the free expression of speech and freedom of belief. Of course, everyone knows that Iran's trying to build nukes. That's nothing new. For what purpose? Well, we all know. Just this month alone, a 14-year-old girl in Pakistan was targeted and shot in the head, all because she wanted to stick up for a woman's right to an education. She wanted to be a doctor. She wanted to help people. And the Taliban targeted her for that. Okay, so that's almost 8,000 miles away, and they're barbarians anyway, right? But here in the U.S., we're educated. We have democracy. We have freedom. We can speak freely, right? Well, one of our speakers today was scheduled to talk about raising critically thinking children until his employer found out and basically threatened him, you better not speak there. We'll make your life miserable if you do. We get it. We know what it's like when you have a job and a family to take care of. We understand sometimes it's not the time. We do look forward to the time when that type of prejudicial bullying will be scorned and mocked, even as people who lack a belief in the supernatural are scorned and mocked by those who fear us and spread lies about what we stand for. And it's all based in fear, there's no doubt. The theme of this year's conference is critical thinking, and we need critical thinkers now more than ever. We rely on critical thinking for so many things in our life to help guide us and protect us from making dangerous choices. But still, for so many people, there is a dead spot in the brain when it comes to traditional and often irrational beliefs. Beliefs held and cherished by millions, even billions in the world today. Just this month alone, 3 Arkansas state politicians have come under fire for comments they've made in support of slavery and other foolishness such as a law for the death penalty for disobedient children. Charles Fuqua, currently running for the Arkansas House of Representatives, wrote in his 2012 book, God's Law, a child who disrespects his parents must be permanently removed from society in a way that gives an example to all other children of the importance of respect for parents. The death penalty for rebellious children is not something to be taken lightly. The guidelines for administering the death penalty to rebellious children are given in Deuteronomy 21, 18 through 21. And then he says this, even though this procedure would rarely be used, if it were the law of the land, it would give parents authority. Children would know that their parents had authority, and it would be a tremendous incentive for children to give proper respect to their parents. What? Lloyd Mauch from Bismarck, in one of his many letters to the editor of the Democrat Gazette over the past several years, has said, "Nowhere in the Holy Bible have I found a word of condemnation for the operation of slavery, Old or New Testament. If slavery was so bad, why didn't Jesus, Paul, or the prophets say something?" He also equated Abraham Lincoln with Joseph Stalin and Karl Marx, also calling Lincoln a fake, neurotic Northern war criminal. John Hubbard from Jonesboro wrote in his 2010 book, Letters to the Editor, Confessions of a Frustrated Conservative, "The institution of slavery that the black race has long believed to be an abomination upon its people may actually have been a blessing in disguise. The blacks who could endure those conditions and circumstances would someday be rewarded with citizenship in the greatest nation ever established upon the face of the earth." Hubbard has also argued that because of the integration of schools, and I quote, "Instead of black students rising to the educational levels previously attained by white students, the white students dropped to the level of black students. To make matters worse, the lack of discipline and ambition of black students soon became shared by their white classmates, and our educational system has been in a steady decline ever since." Folks, we need more critically thinking, rationally minded people to stand up and speak out against this abject stupidity and ignorance and divisiveness. When you start thinking critically, you know what that makes you in this world? It makes you a leader. When you stand up and you start speaking out, then that makes you a statesman. And we know, because we have several of them here today, and being a statesman is not for everybody. Being a statesman, there's nothing easy about it.